Ask anyone what comes to mind when someone says the words in-flight service, and the sarong kebaya will immediately come to mind. That's right, this is the story of Singapore Airlines and the Singapore girl. Before they were known as Singapore Airlines in 1972, they were known as the Malayan Airways and then the Malaysian Singapore Airlines after Singapore's separation from Malaysia. And ever since then, Singapore Airlines, or affectionately known as SIA, has gone on to win the Best Airlines, Best Carrier and Best Cabin Staff of the Year in a row for many years running. SIA has always distinguished themselves from their competitors, such as being the first airline in the world to provide video and audio on demand to all passengers of all classes back in 2001. Could you imagine sitting through a 10-hour flight with no freedom of choice for your in-flight entertainment? But the true soul of SIA is the Singapore girl and is represented by the sarong kebaya that she wears, designed by a Parisian fashion designer Pierre Balmain with traditional batik, which now comes in 4 different colors to show the different ranks amongst cabin crew. Blue for flight stewardesses, green for leading stewardesses, red for chief stewardesses, and purple for in-flight managers. In the past, every airline talked about how nice and advanced their shiny new planes were, but Singapore Airlines constantly talked about how amazing their service is and that flying with them is a great way to fly. The Singapore girl became so iconic that a waxwork figure of flight stewardess Lim Swet Kui was unveiled at Madame Tussauds in London in the 1990s to commemorate the 21st birthday of both SIA and the Singapore girl. Another waxwork figure of the Singapore girl is also at the Madame Tussauds in Singapore, modelled after flight stewardess Nur Surya binti Muhammad Ambia in 2015. Becoming a Singapore girl means you had to go through one of the world's most intense cabin crew training, where trainees will be scrutinized from head to toe. The 14-week training is twice more than most other airlines and has such high and strict standards to become the cabin crew that represents warmth, efficiency, and the willingness to go the extra mile for passengers. Thanks to the excellent experience provided by SIA and its cabin crew, passengers all over the world are able to travel to different countries comfortably and without hassle. And of course, the sentence that is mentioned during the announcement of touchdown upon Singapore always hits differently, right?
To all Singaporeans and residents of Singapore, a warm welcome home.
What is your most memorable time flying with Singapore Airlines and their crew? Let us know in the comments and we will feature the best comment in the next episode in this series. And the best comment from the last video is... Thank you for watching this video. Now see you in the next episode of...